10 benefits of hydrogen peroxide for your plants and garden. Gardening enthusiasts are always on the lookout for safe, effective ways to help their plants thrive. One surprising yet powerful tool that you might already have at home is hydrogen peroxide. Known for its role as a household disinfectant, hydrogen peroxide may also work wonders in your garden. From promoting stronger root growth to treating fungal infections, hydrogen peroxide is a natural, environmentally friendly option that may enhance your gardening efforts. In today's video, we'll talk about 10 lesser-known benefits of hydrogen peroxide for your plants and gardens. We will find out how hydrogen peroxide may transform your gardening experience and help you grow healthier, more resilient plants. Also, stick to the end of the video to find out any potential risks that you should be aware of while using hydrogen peroxide. Let's get started. 1. Promotes root growth. Hydrogen peroxide may significantly aid in the root growth of plants through its unique chemical properties. The compound consists of water with an extra oxygen molecule, which when introduced to the soil, breaks down into water and oxygen. This breakdown process may release oxygen directly into the soil, enhancing the aeration around plant roots. Roots require oxygen to efficiently absorb water and nutrients from the soil. When soil is compacted or waterlogged, oxygen levels may become depleted, leading to poor root development and function. By adding hydrogen peroxide, gardeners may improve soil oxygenation, creating a more conducive environment for root growth. The increased oxygen availability around the root stimulates the roots to grow deeper and more robust. It may enhance their ability to anchor the plant and absorb essential nutrients. Additionally, the extra oxygen from hydrogen peroxide helps in the oxidation of harmful substances in the soil. This process may detoxify the root zone, making it easier for roots to thrive without the hindrance of toxic compounds. Furthermore, hydrogen peroxide's antiseptic properties may help keep the root zone free from harmful pathogens, such as bacteria and fungi, which may otherwise cause root diseases and impair growth. 2. Prevents root rot. Overwatering and poor drainage frequently result in root rot because they create a moist environment where dangerous pathogens, such as fungi and bacteria, can thrive and attack plant roots. These pathogens cause the roots to decay, disrupting the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients, leading to poor plant health or even death. The antiseptic properties of hydrogen peroxide are particularly effective against the microorganisms that cause root rot. When applied to the soil in a diluted form, hydrogen peroxide may kill or inhibit the growth of these harmful pathogens. This action helps to sterilize the root zone, eliminating the bacteria and fungi responsible for the disease. By reducing the population of these pathogens, hydrogen peroxide may help create a healthier environment for the roots. Moreover, the oxygen released from hydrogen peroxide not only aids in improving soil conditions but also supports the overall health of the plant roots. Healthy roots are less susceptible to infections and may recover more quickly from damage. The increased oxygen availability may boost the plant's immune responses, enabling it to fend off infections more effectively. For hydrogen peroxide to be effective in preventing root rot, it should be used correctly. A typical dilution for soil application is 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 10 parts water. This solution may be poured directly onto the soil around the plants. It's important to use food-grade hydrogen peroxide and avoid overuse, as excessive concentrations may harm beneficial soil organisms and plant roots. 3. Enhances seed germination. Germination is the process where a seed develops into a new plant, and it requires specific conditions, including adequate moisture, oxygen, and the absence of pathogens. When hydrogen peroxide is applied to seeds, it helps by breaking down the seed coat, which is the hard outer layer protecting the seed. This coat may sometimes be impermeable, making it difficult for water to penetrate. Hydrogen peroxide softens the seed coat, allowing water to enter the seed more easily. This increased water absorption may kickstart the germination process by activating the enzymes necessary for the seed to sprout. A healthier soil environment results from the oxidation process that hydrogen peroxide facilitates. It helps break down organic matter more efficiently, ensuring that the nutrients in the soil are readily available to the sprouting seeds. This nutrient availability is crucial for the initial growth phase, providing the young plant with the essential elements it needs to grow strong roots and shoots. For optimal results, seeds are typically soaked in a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution before planting. A common concentration used is 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 3 parts water. Soaking times may vary, but generally seeds are soaked for about 20 to 30 minutes. This treatment may ensure that the seeds are adequately prepared to absorb water and oxygen, leading to a more successful germination process. 4. Acts as a natural pest control. The primary way hydrogen peroxide works against pests is through oxidation. When hydrogen peroxide comes into contact with pests, such as aphids, mites, or fungus gnats, it releases oxygen. This oxidative action disrupts the cellular structure of these pests, effectively killing them on contact. Unlike many chemical pesticides, hydrogen peroxide breaks down into harmless water and oxygen, leaving no toxic residues in the environment. In addition to directly killing pests, hydrogen peroxide may also disrupt their breeding cycles. Many pests lay eggs in the soil or on plant surfaces. Spraying a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution on plants and soil may kill these eggs, reducing the chances of future infestations. This preventative measure is particularly useful for managing pests that reproduce quickly and in large numbers. For practical use, gardeners typically mix hydrogen peroxide with water in a specific ratio, commonly 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 10 parts water, and spray it onto the affected plants and soil. This dilution may ensure that the solution is strong enough to kill pests, but gentle enough not to harm the plants. It's important to use food-grade hydrogen peroxide and avoid over-application, as excessive amounts may damage plant tissues. 5. Improves soil health. Hydrogen peroxide may significantly improve soil health, which is vital for the growth and overall health of plants. One of the primary ways it does this is by increasing soil aeration. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes into water and oxygen when it comes into contact with soil. This release of oxygen helps to aerate the soil, improving its structure and making it less compacted. Well-aerated soil may allow roots to penetrate more deeply and access nutrients and water more efficiently. This increased root penetration and expansion led to healthier and more robust plant growth. The additional oxygen that hydrogen peroxide provides also boosts the activity of beneficial microorganisms in the soil. These microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi, play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter and converting it to nutrients that plants can readily absorb. By boosting the oxygen levels in the soil, hydrogen peroxide creates an environment where these beneficial microbes may thrive. Healthy microbial activity is essential for nutrient cycling and soil fertility, contributing to better plant health. Hydrogen peroxide's ability to act as a disinfectant also contributes to improved soil health. Soil may harbor various pathogens, including bacteria, fungi, and viruses, which may harm plant roots and impede growth. When applied to the soil, hydrogen peroxide may help eliminate these harmful pathogens, reducing the risk of soil-borne diseases. This disinfection process may create a healthier root environment, allowing plants to grow without the threat of infection. Another benefit of hydrogen peroxide is its role in decomposing organic matter in the soil. Organic matter, such as dead plant material and compost, is a vital component of healthy soil as it provides essential nutrients for plants. Hydrogen peroxide may speed up the decomposition process by breaking down this organic matter more quickly, releasing nutrients into the soil. This faster nutrient release may ensure that plants have a steady supply of the essential elements they need for growth. 6. Disinfects gardening tools. The disinfecting properties of hydrogen peroxide stem from its ability to release oxygen. When it comes into contact with surfaces, it breaks down into water and oxygen. This process, known as oxidation, disrupts the cellular structure of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and viruses, effectively killing them. When gardening tools are used, they may easily come into contact with soil, plant sap, and other organic materials that may harbor pathogens. These pathogens may cling to the surfaces of tools such as pruners, trowels, and shears, and be transferred from one plant to another, spreading infections and diseases. By disinfecting tools with hydrogen peroxide, gardeners may eliminate these harmful microorganisms, reducing the risk of cross-contamination. To use hydrogen peroxide for disinfecting tools, a typical method involves soaking the tools in a diluted solution. A common dilution is 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 1 part water. The tools should be thoroughly cleaned of any dirt or debris before soaking to ensure the disinfectant can effectively reach all surfaces. Soaking times may vary, but generally 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient to kill most pathogens. After soaking, the tools should be rinsed with clean water and dried thoroughly to prevent rusting. Hydrogen peroxide is particularly advantageous as a disinfectant because it leaves no toxic residue. After breaking down, it may leave behind only water and oxygen, which are harmless to plants and soil. This makes it a safer alternative to bleach and other harsh chemicals that may leave harmful residues and potentially damage plants or soil health. 7. Treats fungal infections. Fungal infections, such as powdery mildew, downy mildew, and leaf spot, thrive in moist environments and may quickly spread throughout a garden, damaging plant tissues and impeding growth. When hydrogen peroxide is sprayed on affected plants, it not only kills the existing fungal spores but also cleans the plant surfaces, removing any organic debris that could harbor future infections. To treat fungal infections, a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution is typically used. A common dilution is 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 10 parts water. This solution may be sprayed directly onto the affected areas of the plant, including leaves, stems, and the surrounding soil. It's important to thoroughly cover the infected parts to ensure all fungal spores are exposed to the hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide's oxidizing action not only kills fungal spores, but also breaks down the biofilm that fungi produce. This biofilm may protect fungi from other treatments, so breaking it down enhances the effectiveness of the hydrogen peroxide. Additionally, by breaking down into water and oxygen, hydrogen peroxide may help improve the overall health of the plant by increasing oxygen levels around the roots and foliage. It may boost the plant's immune response and ability to fight off infections. Regular application of hydrogen peroxide may prevent the recurrence of fungal infections. Since fungi thrive in damp, poorly aerated conditions, the oxygen released by hydrogen peroxide may improve soil aeration and reduce excess moisture. It may create an environment less conducive to fungal growth. This preventative aspect is crucial, as it may help maintain plant health and reduce the likelihood of future infections. 8. Boosts plant immunity. One of the primary ways hydrogen peroxide boosts plant immunity is by acting as a signaling molecule that triggers the plant's natural defense mechanisms. Plants have evolved to respond to hydrogen peroxide as a sign of stress or infection. When they detect hydrogen peroxide, they activate a range of defensive responses, including the production of antioxidant enzymes and other protective compounds. These responses may help the plant to better resist pathogens and recover from damage. In addition to directly killing pathogens and improving soil conditions, hydrogen peroxide also aids in the detoxification of harmful substances in the soil. It may break down organic matter more efficiently, releasing nutrients that plants may use. This process not only improves soil fertility, but also reduces the presence of toxins that may weaken plants and make them more susceptible to disease. Regular use of hydrogen peroxide in the garden may help prevent the buildup of pathogens and organic matter that could otherwise harbor disease. By keeping the environment around the plant clean and healthy, hydrogen peroxide may reduce the likelihood of infections taking hold and spreading. This preventative measure is key to maintaining plant health and boosting overall immunity. Moreover, hydrogen peroxide may promote the production of beneficial microbes in the soil. These microbes play a critical role in nutrient cycling and plant health. By fostering a healthy microbial community, hydrogen peroxide may indirectly support the plant's immune system, as beneficial microbes may outcompete harmful pathogens and provide essential services to the plant. 9. Cleans hydroponic systems. Hydroponic systems are where plants are grown in nutrient-rich water rather than soil. They require meticulous cleanliness to prevent the growth of harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, algae, and fungi that may compromise plant health. When hydrogen peroxide is introduced into a hydroponic system, it decomposes into water and oxygen. This decomposition process may release free oxygen radicals, which are highly reactive and capable of breaking down organic matter and killing pathogens. These oxygen radicals attack the cell walls of bacteria, fungi, and algae, effectively destroying them and preventing their proliferation. One of the primary challenges in maintaining a hydroponic system is the accumulation of biofilm, a slimy layer formed by microorganisms on the surfaces of the system. Biofilms may clog equipment, reduce the efficiency of nutrient delivery, and harbor pathogens that may infect plants. Hydrogen peroxide's oxidizing action breaks down these biofilms, ensuring that the surfaces of the hydroponic system remain clean and free from microbial buildup. Hydrogen peroxide also helps in preventing the growth of algae, which is a common problem in hydroponic systems due to the presence of light and nutrients. Algae may deplete oxygen levels in the water, outcompete plants for nutrients, and create a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. By regularly adding a diluted hydrogen peroxide solution to the hydroponic system, algae growth may be controlled, ensuring that the nutrient solution remains clear and oxygen-rich. 10. Revives wilting plants. When plants wilt, it often indicates that their roots are struggling to take up sufficient water and nutrients, possibly due to poor aeration, overwatering, or root infections. One of the primary benefits of hydrogen peroxide is its ability to release oxygen when it breaks down into water and oxygen. This release of oxygen may significantly improve soil aeration. In poorly aerated soil, roots cannot access the oxygen they need for respiration, which is essential for water and nutrient uptake. By adding hydrogen peroxide to the soil, you may increase the oxygen levels around the roots, helping them to recover and function more effectively. This boost in oxygen may help the plant absorb water more efficiently, alleviating the symptoms of wilting. Overwatering may also cause wilting by creating waterlogged conditions that suffocate the roots. When bacterial or fungal infections damage roots, these circumstances may result in root rot. Hydrogen peroxide's antiseptic properties may combat these pathogens, helping to clean and sterilize the root zone. By killing harmful microorganisms, hydrogen peroxide may stop root rot in its tracks and allow the roots to heal. This action may help the plant recover by improving root health and function. What are the precautions one should take before using hydrogen peroxide in the garden? Using hydrogen peroxide in the garden may be highly beneficial, but it is important to take certain precautions to ensure it is used safely and effectively. Here are some key precautions to consider. 1. Proper dilution. Always dilute hydrogen peroxide before use. A common dilution ratio is 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 10 parts water. Using undiluted hydrogen peroxide may cause root and leaf burns, damaging plants rather than helping them. 2. Concentration. Use food-grade hydrogen peroxide, 3% for gardening purposes. Higher concentrations, such as those used for industrial or laboratory purposes, may be too strong and harmful to plants. 3. Testing. Before applying hydrogen peroxide to a large area or to valuable plants, test the diluted solution on a small section or on a less important plant. This helps ensure that the solution is not too strong and that the plant may tolerate it. 4. Timing. Apply hydrogen peroxide during cooler parts of the day, such as early morning or late afternoon, to avoid the risk of leaf burn from the sun interacting with the solution on the leaves. 5. Avoid overuse. Do not use hydrogen peroxide too frequently. Overuse may disrupt the balance of beneficial microorganisms in the soil and potentially harm plants. Typically, applications should be spaced out, such as once every few weeks or when needed. 6. Targeted application. Focus on the areas that need treatment. For example, when treating root rot, apply the solution directly to the soil around the roots. When disinfecting tools, ensure thorough cleaning but avoid prolonged soaking, which may cause corrosion. 7. Storage. Store hydrogen peroxide in a cool, dark place. Exposure to light and heat may cause it to break down and lose its effectiveness. 8. Protective gear. Wear gloves and eye protection when handling hydrogen peroxide, especially in higher concentrations, to prevent skin irritation or eye injury. 9. Environmental considerations. Be mindful of runoff when applying hydrogen peroxide near water bodies or drainage systems, as high concentrations may harm aquatic life. 10. Plant sensitivity. Some plants may be more sensitive to hydrogen peroxide than others. Pay attention to plant responses after the first application and adjust usage accordingly. Hydrogen peroxide is a versatile and beneficial addition to any gardener's toolkit. Its ability to promote root growth, prevent diseases, and enhance overall plant health makes it invaluable for maintaining a thriving garden. By understanding and utilizing the specific properties of hydrogen peroxide, gardeners may create a healthier and more productive growing environment. Today we learned about all the good things that happen to your plants and garden because of the benefits of hydrogen peroxide. Do you want to understand your health deeply? Want to find out more? Watch what happens to your body when you stop smoking after 30 days? Or watch 10 alarming signs your kidneys may be in danger. You may watch either or both of them. Will you be adding hydrogen peroxide to your garden from now on? Let us know in the comments section below.